Everyone, today I am going to start with class 11th NCERT Accountancy, Chapter 1 Introduction to Accounting. First, we are going to deal with the meaning. The meaning of accounting is that it is a process of identifying, measuring, recording, and communicating economic events to the interested users. Only identify, measure, and record and communicate economic events, that is the transactions that involves money, and that too to the interested users, those who are interested in knowing the information of that organization, to that users only. So that is the meaning of accounting. Accounting is defined like this. First is by American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. They define accounting as art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions and events which are in part at least of financial character and interpreting the result thereof. So they are telling that recording, classifying, and summarizing the transactions which are in terms of money for interpreting the results, like that they are saying to arrive at a result, we are analyzing the transactions, recording, classifying, and summarizing it. That is what is AICPA defining accounting. Next is American Accounting Association define accounting as the process of identifying, measuring, communicating economic information to permit informed judgment and decisions by the users of information. So next is for the informed judgment and decision by the decision makers, accounting is used. That is a definition given by American Accounting Association. Some relevant aspects of the definition. First one is economic event. Next is identification, measurement, recording, and communication. Next is organization. Next, interested users of information. So these are the relevant aspects which are mentioned in the definition. Next is economic event. Economic event simply refers to the transactions which are measurable in terms of money. Example, purchase of machinery, purchase of goods, all these things are economic events because it involves outflow of cash. Identification, measurement, recording, and communication. Identification, it involves identifying the transactions which are of financial character. Only the transactions which are of financial character are identified and recorded here. So first we identify whether the transaction is of financial character. For example, the resignation or joining of a key managerial person. So that is not recorded here because it is not of a financial nature directly. Then measurement. If an event cannot be quantified in monetary terms, it is not considered for recording in the financial account. Something which cannot be measured in terms of money are not recorded in the books of account. That is measurement. Then recording. Whatever we record in the books of accounts, it will be in the chronological order. That is the date-wise order. For each day, whatever happens, that will be recorded first, then the next day, and go on like that. So that is recording. Next is communication. The economic events are identified, measured, and recorded in order to communicate it to the internal and external users. So the information is recorded, identified, recorded, and summarized, and this information is to be communicated to internal as well as external users. Internal users means the employees and the management, and the external users are the commercial banks, government, creditors. They are the external users which are outside the organization. So that's about the communication. And one more thing, in case of communication, it is to be in such a way that the information is communicated is to be right information to the right person and at the right time. So that is the importance of communication. Right information to right person at the right time. Next is interested users of information. The owners or shareholders. they need to know about the financial health of the company. So they use the financial accounting information. Then directors or managers of the company use them to make internal as well as external comparisons, and they want to evaluate the performance of the company. And one more thing, they will compare the financial analysis of their company with that of the industry. You all may know the difference between one company and the industry. For example, if we are one soap company and say X is our company and Y is Z also producing soap, so they X, Y and Z together form an industry. So one X only, then it is a company, and if X, Y and Z all are producing soap, then they all are considered as a soap industry, like that. So industrial comparison can be done. And creditors want to know about the liquidity position so that they will get their amount back. Then the prospective investors want to know whether it is profitable to invest in an organization. Next is the government and the regulatory agencies. For the government and the regulatory agency, they should get information about the functioning of the organization, whether the organization is following the rules and regulations of the government. So like that, the organization like IRDA, RBI, income tax, customs duty, etc. want to know about the functioning of the organization. Next is accounting as a source of information. Accounting as a source of information provide us with information to make economic decision. That is like whether to invest in one project or the other project which is beneficial, that is economic decision. Then serve the users who rely on financial statement as their principal source of information. And the other thing is like those who analyze the financial statement, they can understand what is the condition of the organization, the financial condition. Then provide information useful for predicting and evaluating the amount, timing and uncertainty of potential cash flow. When the potential cash flows, that is the future cash flows of the business will happen, that can be predicted, that can be evaluated. Then provide information for judging management's ability to utilize the resources effectively in meeting the goals. So how effectively the management is utilizing the resources, that also we can understand from our records. Then it provides information on activities affecting the society. Next is the branches of accounting. First is financial accounting. That is usually what we are learning. Financial accounting involves the process of preparation, presentation, and it measures the organizational structure. So financial accounting is a preparation and presentation of financial statement. It presents the financial position of an organization. Next is cost accounting. It assists in analyzing the expenditure. We get to know what is the cost involved in manufacturing a product. That will in turn help in fixing the price of a product. And it also helps the management in decision making, how much price is to be decided on a product. Then management accounting, it deals with the provision of necessary accounting information to people within the organization to enable them in decision making, planning and controlling the business operation. So management accounting involves the analysis of both the financial accounting and the cost accounting, and they arrive at a decision in order to plan the future and controlling business operations. Next, management accounting draw relevant information mainly from financial accounting and cost accounting, which helps the management in budgeting and assessing the profitability, etc. Then qualitative characteristics of accounting. Accounting has some qualitative characteristics. Basically, it is to enhance the understandability and usefulness of accounting. First is reliability. The accounting information should be trustworthy. And next is like relevance, whether the information generated by the accounting is relevant or not, it is required or not. Then understandability, you should understand what it is intending to tell us. that is understandability. We should understand the financial information given. Then comparability. One organization's financial statement should be comparable with the financial statement of the other organization. Providing accounting information to its users. Next is providing accounting information in the form of report, statement, graph, chart. So the information in accounting can be provided in the form of reports, statements, graph and charts. Then providing accounting information to users. So who are the users? First one, investor and potential investor. They need to know about the return on investment and their risk. Then union and employee groups. They need to know about the stability, profitability and the distribution of wealth within the business. Next is lenders and financial institutions. They need to know about the information on the credit worthiness of the company and ability to repay the loan and interest. Next is suppliers and creditors. Information on whether the amount owed will be repaid when due and on continued existence of the business. So suppliers and creditors want to know about the continued existence of the business, whether the business will continue to exist or not. Next is the customers. Customers also want to know about the continued existence of the business so that they can ensure good after sale services. Next is government and other regulators. The government and other regulators want to know about the allocation of resources and compliance to the regulations. Next is social responsibility groups. So social responsibility groups like environmental groups, they want to know about the impact of this organization to the environment and they concentrate on environmental protection based on that. Then competitors. Our competitors need to know about our relative strength and weakness. So our competitors also require our accounting information. Mainly they use it for the strategic purposes, that is for their future planning they will check their competitors financial statements as well. Then different roles of accounting. Accounting can be used as a language because it is used to communicate the position of the business to the internal as well as the external users. So as a language. Next is as a historical record. It records the transactions in a chronological order. So the financial transactions are recorded based on the order they had happened. So it acts as a historical record. Then current economic reality. What is the current condition of the business? Is it making profit or it is in loss? That we get to know about from the financial statement. Then information system. It provides information from the accountant to the external user. So accountant is preparing all these things. From him we are getting the information. That is information system. Then commodity. As a commodity, accounting gives us specialized information. Specialized information based on different items. We can understand what is the difference. However, accounting information relate to past transaction and is quantitative and financial in nature. It does not provide qualitative and non-financial information. However, accounting information relates to past transaction and is quantitative and financial in nature. It does not provide qualitative and non-financial information. These limitations of accounting must be kept in view while using the accounting information. So while using accounting information, we should ensure that it is not providing the qualitative data. It provides the past information, that is about the last year, how the business performed. That only we get to know about this. These limitations of accounting must be kept in view while making the accounting information. In the next video, we will be coming up with the basic terms of accounting. Thank you.